Yeah, you know, and yeah, if you can't figure it out for yourself, go talk to someone that could give you some guidance.
Yeah.
Go, you know, read a book, go watch a podcast, something to help you figure out whatever your problem is, and come back to it. Sometimes you don't have to deal with it right then that second, because you're probably too much in your head and blinded to the answers anyways.
Yo, sometimes like you'll go through an issue, and you gotta like you said, take a step back, because you really can't react off your emotions, because it will definitely put you in a situation that will make it worse.
Worse, exactly.
Right, so sometimes you just gotta take a step back, take a deep breath, and just reevaluate the situation.
Okay, let's go into some trending topics here. Your boy Lil Wayne, Tunchi just dropped the Carter 6.
Carter 6.
Let's what's your favorite Lil Wayne project? Let's go from there.
I would have to say Carter 2 or Carter. Actually, no. I can't even say Carter 2. I'd say Carter 3 or Carter 4.
For sure.
Carter 4 for me, mainly because around that era, I was in like first year of high school. A lot of my homies was playing it. One of my favorite songs off that tape was John with him and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yo, the instrumental goes so crazy.
Trust me. Ooh, sorry for the wait. The mixtapes?
Yeah.
Mixtape Wayne was just a different beast. Like, I don't know, everything he was dropping was a heat to me. Like, and then I remember like I had this I was probably like 8th grade. I got an iPod Nano.
Yeah.
I don't know if man remember those, but the iPod Nano with the and it had the camera on it. So like that was exclusive back then.
Yeah, that was something special.
Yeah, you know, so
that was just before the torch, right?
Yeah, just for the touch and all that,
Yo, it's so crazy because I remember back in the days, man used to have the iPod Nano and the phone combo.
Yeah.
That was a flex, right? Yo, you couldn't play music off your phone, so you had like that MP viewer, the Nano or some shit like that.
Yeah, trust me, big flex. But I had a green iPod Nano, and you know, like back then, it wasn't just iTunes where you just instant download. So you had to really like hook up to your computer and put the music on there, and then even to get the music on your computer, you have to go like pirate that shit, and then, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Trust
it's so I want to say something. It's so crazy that like now it feels kind of like a drag to download music, but like we used to really go through it to put music on our phone, bro.
What was the you have to go like Pirate Bay or what? What was the other
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
I used to, honestly, I'm like a mixtape boy, so I used to just use like that Piff and just download like mixtape off of that stuff.
Facts.
Or like use some like random like site and download music off of like YouTube and stuff. Like a YouTube download or whatever.
Like MP3 to.
YouTube converter. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the days.
Yeah.
But so one of the only albums I had on my iPod Nano was Sorry for the Wait. So like I had that shit rinse and repeat constantly. Like, so I knew every song, all the words, every beat, like, and then that's when he was like just jumping on other people's beats. Like whatever popular music at the time was, he'd just rap over that beat and go crazy.
He's the king of the mixtapes.
Yeah.
Hands down. He used to go crazy back in like the early 2000s with the mixtapes and shit.
Man, what? Dedication.
What was the drought? What was the drought?
Yeah, the drought. The drought mixtapes is crazy too.
I actually go back to those and like find new songs. I'm like, oh, these are alright. I'm so mad that I stepped on them.
Yo, you know, Lil Wayne's not really my artist.
So I want to talk about.
It's not your era for that.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Artist, honestly.
I want to talk about the generational like shift from like old school artists to new artists. Like us, Lil Wayne to us is the GOAT, and I feel like he paved the way for a lot of artists now, like Thug and Gunna and all these things.
Cardi,
even like with Cardi's new tape, music, it's he drew inspiration from Lil Wayne, right? I think Lil Wayne had a collaborative, not collaborative. It was a compilational album called I Am Music.
Yeah.
And then even I think Cardi had this one like concept art for one of his albums that he got from Lil Wayne, right? So he even has a song called like Wheezy.
Exactly.
That was what you about to say, right? Yeah. So you can tell like Lil Wayne is a big influence for Cardi. Cardi's like one of the biggest artists right now.
Even Chief Keef came out with "Sorry for the Wait."
Yeah,
you know.
But he changed the wording for it. So like I think how the way Lil Wayne spelled it was WAIT, but like, he spelled it WEIGHT.
Yeah, like pounds and shit. Yeah.
So
yeah, that was tough. Even that take was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
you definitely need to take in Lil Wayne, bro.
Yeah,
I do, but like honestly, for my generation, it's more of instead of Lil Wayne, it's just Drake. Drake
But
is the guy.
hey, but Drake is Lil Wayne though.
Yeah, he was influenced by Lil Wayne too, and like Lil Wayne physically passed him the torch.
That's who put Drake on his way.
Yeah.
So yeah, damn, that man's legendary.
Should we talk about the whole DDG situation?
What happened again?
So I mean, actually, he's in a little situation with him and his like baby mother and stuff, and like I feel like people are siding with him now. Saying Shorty's crazy.
Halle, right?
Yeah.
This is such a heated topic because it's like it keeps on getting pushed between like, oh, are you a DDG supporter or Halle supporter, which also means like, are you a man supporter or women supporter? For some people,
it shouldn't even get to that point because it's like it's their personal relationship. We really have no say, so we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. So to even say that is it a man or woman debate, it's kind of pushing it. But from what I understand, which has been happening, the women tell their side of the story, and everyone kind of jumps to believe them right away. And now that more and more information is coming out, we're kind of looking like, oh, DDG might be on the right side of this because like.
But first, let's tell some backstory.
Yeah.
So
for those who don't know.
Yeah. First, we came out with like stories that Halle posted about getting abused a little bit. There was evidence of bruising on her arm. She had a chipped tooth that apparently they got in a fight inside his vehicle or a vehicle. Like, I think it was like exchanging Halo, the baby or something. And she got her head pushed into the steering wheel. That's what she said the tooth chip is from.